Hello and
Oh,
welcome.
please.
Welcome to Your Infinite. There's a dog barking. As you can see, we were talking about a very recently dropped movie trailer. Can you
And
guess?
then got derailed into other stuff.
Yes, this is Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
With his onion ring wife.
I love it. We got Chris Pratt and titties out Jack Black.
Also, Luigi is there. But
Yes.
I guess that's not why you're here, right? Like,
You know,
here
the Hero Infinite time. Yay! Let me sip my coffee. I realized I had meant to talk to you guys about a few things before session began, but fuck it, let's roll. I've already hit the record button now.
Oh, we're gonna improv this shit.
Listen,
We'll improv the fuck out of it.
for context, it is, I just woke up a little bit ago and I'm not a morning person, so I'm gonna be a little loopy this session. I do much better with later in the night sessions. That's just for everybody watching. We got a crossover between Bendover and Killstreak. Yay! First crossover of these characters.
Hey.
I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Nice
Here at
cock.
Platoon, we eat fucking nails. You get it? Nails.
I'll nail you.
Jesus?
Oh god.
Literally.
There's a post that went viral about a guy talking about how like he was turned on by the the depictions of Jesus hung on the cross, and like he was like, "Is this wrong? Is this a bad thing for me to be turned on by?"
Oh god. Okay.
What you don't like us talking about the sex appeal of divine entities? Listen, Buddha had it going on. You know what I'm saying?
The things that people will find attractive is rather peculiar at times.
For example, Pennywise.
Yes.
Weirdly one of the largest sex icons of the movie industry for an entire year. But anyway, theme song time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I love that it's not playing for me. Cool.
Oh yeah, everybody has to play independently to get it to play. Yeah, the tablets aren't sunk up.
That's great.
Oh. So, hang on, I'm just gonna... Oh shit, fuck, wait. Try and turn it down a little on my end.
Butterfingers.
Well, got the sausage fingers going. The ladies call me sausage fingers. So,
That's an L.
when we left off on your POV, Ben, you had just fixed you just gotten your time travel module actually fixed. So Carbide could move you through time swishes. That's an important statement to make. Ben has zero control over the ability to travel through time. It's all Carbide.
I'm just along for the ride.
Therefore, I, as the DM, can still dictate the flow of time travel, because time travel is scary and hard to write around.
And the one time I tried to take autonomy, it fucking put me in the butt. I will not do it again.
Let me sip my coffee. So, as we open up, I'm just gonna go ahead and pause the theme and get it to... There we go, a nice, that's a good looking freeze frame.
I should really give it the shorter version at one point.
So, excuse me. As we open up, like, you had just, or Carbide had an idea, you know, like, we'll backtrack a little bit to replay that scene. So you're sitting within the Rubens lab, you know, and Carbide's like, all right, here's the way I see it. We're going to be facing an army of time travelers soon enough. And what a better way to fight an army than with an army, right?
I guess.
So, preparing a time jump back 5 minutes in 3, 2, and then they warp over, and so you warp through time and you plop down right next to another one of you who has their carbide's like, the way I see it. Oh, we did it.
Hi.
The other Ben looks over. The two of you sort of look at each other.
Huh.
And the two carbides look at each other and say, so you're from 5 minutes in the future, yes. So, the plan is to create an army in order to fight the time travelers. I obviously shouldn't be explaining this, since we're the same person just set apart by 5 minutes. Like, as they're saying this, they're jumping back and forth, finishing each other's sentences.
This is making my head hurt.
Now, of course, we can't just keep doing this in perpetuum, because Ben still needs to eat, and we still need the space to store him, and he's got an identity that he needs to maintain. But we can use this in order to create backup copies, as a universal Xerox of sorts. And the two carbides look at their respective Bens? The other Bens? It's hard to tell if they just swapped Bens while floating around, you can't tell. Although, obviously they'd always be tied to their original Ben, because of the way their coding works. Right?
Right.
They look at their Bens. You understand what we're saying, right?
Yeah, I'm just worried. It feels wrong.
We're traveling through time, breaking the space-time continuum. Everything's going to feel wrong.
I never intended to. I honestly was very content just watching shows all day.
We need to save time. We can't just sit around while you watch your soap operas and write your well, God, what's the website for fan fictions? What's the one everyone?
The bad one is Wattpad.
What? No, the like AO something. You know the one I'm talking?
Of our own?
Maybe it is Wattpad I'm thinking of. What's the Hero Infinite Universe Wattpad? Who-pad. Sitting around writing Who-pad fan fictions about you and Ruben.
While Carbide rambles, Ben Prime's face lights up and he looks at the other Ben and goes, "Oh my god! We can do like work sharing! You work one day, I write, and vice versa!"
Listen, what we need is one Ben that will stay here, stay fit, and stay safe for us to have a backup if anything goes wrong.
You can keep an eye on Ruben.
Although a few extra Bens doing other daily tasks could be helpful. Like a Ben that works within the office, or that is dedicated entirely to the office work so we can focus on other things. And if we sent out another Ben traveling through time in hunt of the time travelers, and then the door opens up and the two Bens and two carbides look over to Ruben standing there. Oh, it's gonna be a long day,
hi.
isn't it?
Well...
We fixed the time travel module! Wait, you fixed your time travel module? Listen,
yeah,
Orville's
sort of.
been very angry, saying that you ditched him at the university, like, a week ago. What's that about?
Right,
Oh, long story.
Yeah.
What then proceeds is two Bens and two carbides explaining the last several sessions to Ruben. And we cut to Ruben sitting there, and, like, I imagine, like, the two Bens, it's like, and then we jumped in the Big Bang. Oh, and there's the Vietnam War. You know, the two of you just, like, sputtering out, like more details, and he's just sitting there, like, head in his hand, just, like...
So, you really need to take care of yourself. They're kind of after you, you know?
Right. So... You can create copies of yourself by traveling through time a short distance.
I'm honestly surprised that they haven't been doing that. Maybe that's like unethical? Is it unethical? I feel kind of dirty about it, not gonna lie.
How do we know they haven't been? Carbide says. And suddenly Carbide starts like doing like little like movements. Like logic would persist that if the pink one was thinking ahead, they would be creating duplicate backups of themselves. Copies of every or in fact, if I was in that position, I would do the same concept of a backup copy, but have them put into a form of stasis, frozen, and whenever a Ben returns from a mission, have them upload their all of their memory into the original backup copy. In fact, in theory, that we should be able to just have an interlinking system where we can hardwire multiple Bens together to have them share memories. Of course, long term, that could damage your psyche and your individuality, and make you question which Ben is the true Ben. Although, to be honest, the concept of a true Ben is a little bit moot. There is no true anything in a world with time travel. And then the other Ben who didn't travel through time looks to the Ben who did travel through time. We're just gonna call you Ben Prime because you've experienced the most. Does that sound fair?
I guess. Cool.
Or you can just have a set for one true version of yourself, sure. That's never gone wrong in any fiction ever. Then again, you're nowhere near narcissistic enough to fight with... narcissistic enough to get into a fight with yourself over which one's the real you. Yeah, no, I know I'm the fake Ben. You're not a fake Ben, you're... never mind. So we can create clones of ourselves. Seems pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, useful, I guess.
That does give me an idea. He looks over to Ben Prime, or Ruben looks over to Ben Prime. Maybe we can use this to our advantage. How would you like to help me mess with a competitor? And he gets a smile.
Of course, I'm always glad to help.
He turns around, he starts typing on his keyboard. He's like, the top competitor of Vermeil Industries, and you see like the logo come up for Cerulean Innovations. The cheapest, corner-cuttingest, trendiest tech company in the world. Everything they make is chintzy shit that is it does good because it's got a cult following. And yet they still outsell me in every single department. And he shows like sales charts. He starts a Vermeil movie maker presentation showing the difference in money that the two companies make, and like how like straight up everything that Vermeil Industries tries to do, Cerulean Innovations does the same thing for cheaper and sells more.
I want to imagine there's like shitty old-timey like money like gifts on screen.
Through absolutely no actual merit of his own, his company has done vastly better than ours. I mean, their phones are literally designed to fail after a couple of years. Their cars self-driving, or their cars have a autopilot self-driving feature that's designed to turn off automatically before a collision. That way, their company can't be blamed for crashes they cause.
Oh, that's bad.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg
So,
of the
what are you
corner cutting they
thinking?
do. Well, if I know anything about Percy, the head of the company, it's that he's full of himself. He's ready to be convinced that he could achieve greatness with nothing. And I'm sure he'd be ready to be convinced that a time traveler sent backwards in time by him would be there to help him. And Ruben gives a malicious smile.
You want me to help him?
I want you to make him think you're helping him. And really just try and, I don't know, dig up some dirt, get me an idea of where his company's going, corporate espionage kind of stuff. Ruben turns around and starts typing.
Okay.
And
if that's what you think.
as he's typing, a little news alert comes up on one of the computer screens. He's like, oh, ooh, that looks like a Red King level threat. And you see it's out of the water, a big, like, crab creature starts coming out. And it raises its claws in the air. Sorry.
It also
What?
coughs. It also coughs.
Yes.
It's got a clam in its throat.
Hacks up the clam. Where is it? I think so. Looks like that witch summoned another monster. Hang on. He looks over. You. Back up, Ben. Huh? You're gonna come with me to fight that while Ben Prime goes and goes off to Cerulean Industries.
Is it okay if I'm just Ben?
Yeah, Ben. Hang on. I need to tell you two apart somehow. Carbide. Change his colors hexadecimal. God, what's the word for the codes on color? Hexadecimal. Hexadecimal. Thank you. Change that Ben's hexadecimal code by 2 degrees, and you change from one shade of the other Ben changes from one shade of pink to a slightly different shade of pink. There we go. Now I can tell the two of you apart.
Huh.
And he refers to, from here he would refer to both of you by the hexadecimal codes that you use, but I don't have that in front of me. So, you know, he basically says like the hexadecimal code, what?
I looked one up, and I always love when they got like strange names. Like, we got Rogue, Punch, Flamingo.
Oh my god, you look at what color of pink is main Ben, would you say? Ben Prime.
Looking at this, I think he's bubblegum.
So you're bubblegum and the other one is...
It's not an easy way, like, name to say, or hot pink. It's
actually,
between bubblegum and hot pink.
He just calls you Ben. He's like, all right, Ben, you're gonna go to Cerulean Industries. Flamingo, you're with me on the fight. And then Flamingo's carbide is like, we should really leave a backup here, Justin. And then another you plops down. We're already thinking ahead. Alright,
Wait, how did that? I didn't do that.
And then the other you changes color to be, Eraser Pink. Alright, Eraser, you're staying here. Got it, boss! And he goes over and just sits down and starts typing at the keyboard. He signs into your WhoPad account and starts writing fanfiction.
He gets to do the fun stuff today.
Alright. Ruben starts walking over to his big suit of power armor. Maroon, is it Maroon? No, what's the name of his robot is Maroon, right? It's been a while.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, Maroon, ready to power up the Red King armor? Ready, sir. I'll have Maroon upload to your watch all the information that you need in order to go and spy on the Cerulean Industries for me. Goodbye. He flies out, or he starts flying out, and Flamingo looks over like, and grapple hooks onto the back of the flying away mech suit and thunk, gets yanked out. And then you hear a little watch, and you see Maroon. Alright, are you ready to perform ethically questionable corporate espionage?
Not really, not gonna lie, but...
Great! First thing, if you're going to infiltrate Cerulean Industries, he'll never believe it with the pink color scheme. Carbide's like, understood, and then all the pink on you turns into a nice
blue.
a baby blue color. Ugh. This feels like a gross color.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not good.
Neither do I, but it's what we have to do in order to blend in. Now, I'll try and get a location, words. It is known that right now, God, what's the name of the guy who runs the company? You know this, Arm.
Who?
The guy who runs Cerulean Industries. I'm gonna give you a couple hero points for all the little helps you've been You've been given a lot of help in a lot of little ways, so I'm gonna give you 2 hero points.
Aw, thank you. His name's Percy. I don't think we ever gave him a last name, but his name's Percy.
Percy Cyan?
Sure.
Yeah. Percy Cyan is giving a talk about the latest release of the Cerulean phone. It's the 3rd one being released this year. As soon as he's done with that, it will be the optimal moment for you to time travel over to him.
Understood. Oh! Actually, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna get Hot Rod out of the garage. He's gonna enjoy a little drive, I'm sure.
So, you,
I'm gonna go take my bike, and I'm gonna head out.
You go down to the garage, and when you go down, your motorcycle's not there.
Oh,
You left it at the university.
I'm gonna spend the next half an hour waiting for it to get here.
As that is happening, we're going to cut to, over the Atlantic Ocean. A large airship is flying. Inside of it is a man in heavy power armor, an alien, a vampire, a old secret agent, and the supervillain that he is now friends with, or the reformed supervillain that he is friends with, and a scientist held hostage. Oh, and a AWOL soldier. As we have cut to the Danger Squad.
Dum-dum-dum, dum-dum-dum.
I got a peer-reviewed study here that says, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, your dick's small.
Reading. Ha! That's too many words.
I love the fucking reputation Duke Nukem has developed online over the years.
I love back in 2018, 2019, there was one shared of him being like,
Hey, why not just take your wife for long walks on the beach, to the movies, and to the book club? She loves it. Take care of her.
God, see, if they ever do another Duke Nukem game, there's 2 directions I can see them taking it. Direction 1 is have him be exactly the same, but make the world acknowledge what a piece of human garbage he is. You know?
that could work, yep.
Option 2, either a reboot or have it be Duke Nukem Jr., where his personality is almost exactly the same, but all of the misogyny is flipped around to be super, like, proactive points of view on things. Like, hey, chucklefuck, I heard you don't respect pronouns.
They need to make both, just to see what
I've never been a fan of pigs, as he's fighting the pig cops.
Yeah.
Government's working with the aliens. Time to bring down the military-industrial complex. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Just straight up make woke Duke Nukem. I think it'd be so fucking funny. From hardcore misogynist to woke Duke Nukem.
That could work.
Oh, if they make it his son, they can make old Duke Nukem a boss.
Yes.
You, like, straight up have him just saying the most heinous shit as you beat the piss out of him. Do you know how cathartic that would be? I'm sorry, that's a whole fucking... For those who don't know, Killstreak's entire characterization is a sum up of all of the classic FPS protagonists.
Basically.
Which is what makes him so fucking fun.
Yes.
Ooh, excuse me, hang on. I have a coffee settling weird. So, we cut to the Danger Squad, though, where you're there with your entire, your whole team. And as,
Is he working on like schematics for like plans or something like that?
there's some loose schematics being drawn up, and while you're flying, the Daisy comes up. It's like, I think I found a fantastic opportunity for us. I think the time has come for us to reveal the truth to the world.
He puts down everything. He's like, finally. What we've all set it up to do.
If we go to the Cerulean headquarters in Discordant City, we'll have exactly what we need in order to, we'll have everything we need in order to project the truth to the world. They have a TV broadcast network built into the top, or built into the upper floors of the skyscraper in order to help broadcast the streaming service that Cerulean keeps up and running, and to communicate with their satellite array. It was the system that connected with me back in the Middle East so that I could communicate with the rest of the Cerulean network. That'll be our insertion point. And then Goldhand, he's like, this all seems a little strange to me.
Yeah, and how so?
I mean, how is this team supposed to help break down the military-industrial complex? I mean, we've been flying together for a week now, and we've all barely spoken to each other. I don't even know that one's name. He points over to the scientist who's chained to the chair. I'm not with you guys. I'm a prisoner.
He's our friend, you could say.
Does that seem a little messed up? How long have you had him? I mean, I'm a supervillain, and I think it's weird that you're holding this man prisoner.
We need him for information. He has more information about our friend Bert and his people, and he could be a useful person, especially when targeting the satellite.
I mean, can't the alien give you information on his people? And why do you need a scientist to help with the satellite when you have a literal advanced alien AI to help you with it? And what purpose does this one serve? He motions over to Vendetta and he's like, hey, I mean, he's not even super intelligent or super skilled like the rest of us. He can just shoot good. And you can shoot good already.
I can, but doesn't mean that he isn't useful. We're a part of the team.
This whole Danger Squad thing just seems a little off to me. Let's not worry about it. We just need to get to our destination and leak the information. Once we're done with that, Danger Squad can truly start coming together as a super villain fighting team.
I feel like at this point, like, Killstreak's kind of just like reminiscing through like photos of his old squad mates and all that stuff. He's just thinking like, damn, it's finally coming to an end.
And with that, you're flying towards Cerulean Tower. And we cut back to Ben, who's now gotten onto his motorcycle, which has its black color scheme currently. Words.
I'm gonna give it a few pats. Good boy. I'm so sorry for forgetting you.
Its little like mirrors wiggle like dog ears. It's worth mentioning there is no AI within this motorcycle. All of its personification is put through by Ben imposing his own anthropomorphization into it with his ability to control it with his mind.
I can't drive, so it has to have like some AI, right?
Anything Ben fucks up on, Carbide is self-correcting for inside of him at all times.
Oh god.
Again, all of your time travel powers, your blink, all of that, Ben isn't actually doing. It's all actually just Carbide doing it for Ben when Ben thinks it.
It's kind of like Ben walks up to the office desk with like, "Excuse me, I would like to do this, please," and she has to be like, "Okay."
Mm-hmm. But it also means that whenever you fuck up, it's actually Carbide's fault and not yours.
Oh, perfect! I love it.
So you sit on the motorcycle and Carbide's like, "Alright, are you ready?"
Well, about as ready as I can be. I'm not really a people person. I don't know why he's even.
Listen, we're already late for where we're supposed to be because you waited for the motorcycle. I'm gonna have to travel us backwards in time again to get us there.
I mean, it's gonna be a good look, right? It's authentic.
Right. And with that, we're gonna cut to Cerulean, you know, or not Cerulean, Percy. What did I say his last name was?
Cyan.
Percy Cyan. You know, it's like he's like blue. You have artwork of Percy. We've never shown artwork of him.
Ooh, I do have artwork of Percy.
Put that into
yes.
the Oliver talk or hero put it in Hero Infinite and Gas Network.
Once I found it, I will.
I roll dun 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 for cock and ball check.
Never finished this, but it's...
Ooh. I'm gonna mention something kind of weird. Me and my friend group in high school did in fact have cock and ball rolls. It became a running joke, not cock and ball rolls, but it became a running joke that every single campaign someone would roll for dick size for some reason. The system that we agreed upon that felt the most fair was 2d6s, and that's your inch length. That way you'll never be smaller than 2, and at max you're a foot. And on average you land about 6, which is about human average. So there you go, all you at home can take that home with you. Anyway, this is Percy.
He's a dick.
I should roll for his height.
Ah!
Roll a d6. That's his height in feet. Nah. Anyway.
Ah.
And his height is 2 feet.
That was D10, not D6.
Listen, it works. His dick height is 2 feet. Got it.
Man. What a dick.
Good old one-leg Percy.
One leg Percy.
Alright.
His dick's in the other pant leg is the joke. Anyway, my dick's so big I put a sneaker on it and walk with it.
That's very sneaky of you.
So he's like stood on like a big like press conference stage and he's like, and this is the future of telecommunication, as he holds up like a little phone and like 6 other screens fold out of it and it becomes a tablet. Fuck this old phone! And he takes his other phone and hucks it at the ground and it explodes into a million little pieces. The future's today! And if you're not part of the future, you're nothing! And everybody's just like, yeah! Yeah! All of them are losing their mind and he walks off. And as he walks backstage, he's like, alright, go ahead. As he walks away, he's like, that should get us about 1 million pre-orders. Get our science team on actually getting that thing working now. He tosses aside the one he has and it clacks across the ground as it was just a little piece of plastic. And begin installing updates into the old phones that make them run slower. Alright, now, on to my now then, I believe, he's like, now then, I gotta go in, and then a little, like, sparking light appears, and he looks over, he's like, huh? And it expands, and Ben appears on the motorcycle. What do you say? You're in, like, the backstage of the area he was just in.
I want to do a cool little drive, like little like drift action.
Hmm.
Like come to stand and be like, I am from the future.
All of his guards like draw their weapons. He's like he looks at you from like, what the hell? So I'm just gonna throw out some thoughts of like how Carbide cloaks you. So all of your pink is now blue, right? And you know how you got the little like bunny ear things? I like to think they're just folded down now, rather than up.
Yeah.
And anywhere where the Red King symbol appears is replaced with the Cerulean Innovations logo.
I love that like except for the color scheme swap, I still look like the Pink Knight.
Oh, and the 69, instead of being a 6 and a 9, is a 4 and a 20.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be a 9 and a 6.
Okay, it'll be a 9 and a 6.
Good.
Oh, and your hair is blue.
Oh god, I'm ninja now. But yeah. I am from the future, sent by you! And I point at him.
Give me a persuasion roll, rolling with advantage because he's cocky.
Oh god. Confirmed cock.
Here's your advantage die.
Thank you. Huck. Oh, I rolled a thingy, a burst. I'm gonna burst that 2 that fucked up.
I'm not really looking at your rolls, I'm just trusting they're good, but the audience can see them. So you'd better not lie.
I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes if I'm not wrong.
He rolled 5 successes.
So it's a draw?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. No, wait, no. Sorry, I have
6?
6 successes. I put the 0 over to. Wait, no, never mind. That wasn't a thing. That was a 2. I'm sorry.
But didn't. Oh, did your bar. Okay, I see your burst didn't give you anything.
Yeah, no.
So it's a draw. He looks a little skeptical, but isn't doubting you yet. He's just like a time traveler. I mean, I don't doubt I would be the one to invent time travel, but why are you here?
Well, you sent me back to help you. I think that's what he said, right? And I'm just like thinking, Carbide, help! I don't fucking know how to deal with people.
Help me with what? Something in very poor, or very soon you'll be in very much danger, Carbide, or no, actually Carbide says it's like, tell him soon he'll be in danger.
Bad things are coming.
Bad things are. Does my plan not go as expected?
No, that's why I'm here.
You'll help ensure that I succeed. Excellent. Let's get going. And he starts walking, and the whole security team's just like, oh, alright. So, what incredible innovations have I made in the near future?
I'm trying to think of anything to say, and my brain just went to toilet lights. Like, inside a toilet.
Do you want to say that?
Yes.
Yeah. So you say toilet lights, and he looks over, he's like, huh? And you're like, lights inside a toilet, and he's like, huh. I mean, I guess I could see that. Can see how that would be helpful when you need to go into the bathroom at night and can't find the light switch.
Can I, as a player, say this because Ben wouldn't? It's a hit with the gaming crowd. RGB toilet.
I love it.
RGB toilet.
It's a pro gamer move.
The gamer pad. Everything is RGB. The cutting board, the toilet, the shades.
At that point, it looks like Xavier's wheelchair from the comics.
Got that RGB gaming rig wheelchair.
Yeah.
God.
Oh my god, imagine our generation growing old and old and older and older.
It's going to happen. You know it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm-
Someone's
One
gonna
day you
come up
have
with that
Grandpa Gamer just.
I can't
his
wait for the
argument-
old people who are like, that shit's swag.
idea. I can't wait to be like 80 years old, being in a fucking like RGB wheel thingy, and then I'm gonna yell at the nurse, "That's not a pro gamer move. That's not a pro gamer move."
Imagining old guy in the fucking retirement room. This anti-inflammatory medication be bussin'.
Love it.
Hang on. So back when I worked in the convenience store, there was a fantastic moment where it was late at night, and a bunch of teenagers come in, boys and girls, wearing yellow t-shirts and blue tutus, and they're all
Wow.
talking about how they're gonna go and see Rise of Gru. And
Oh,
they're running around, and they're doing a snack run. You know the thing where you smuggle snacks into the movie theater? They're
Yeah.
buying a bunch of snacks for it, and then one of them, they are all setting down their snacks on the counter, and one of them walks over and has, we sell half-gallon jars of applesauce, and he slaps that down on the counter with a plastic spoon. They're like, "You're gonna get applesauce? This applesauce gonna be bussin'." Fucking made my night. I will never forget that kid.
that's amazing. Not gonna lie though, applesauce with a little bit of sugar and cinnamon, bussin'.
Oh.
But yeah, my answer's gonna be LED toilet lights because I'm
Yeah?
fucking stupid.
I'm gonna give you a hero point for LED toilet lights. Oops,
Thank
sorry.
you.
Also, a reminder, players are always allowed to request hero points if they feel they've earned one. Fuck, I keep pulling out of the wrong sack. I've just got so many sacks to reach into. I love the fucking drawing of Chris Pratt.
Crisp
God.
rat.
Pratt beat Chris, fresh out of the KFC fryer as Mario's voice actor.
Watch out for that bussy though.
That was a pussy.
That Mario bussy, that mussy. Do you think when you fuck Mario in the ass it goes dun 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 dun, the pipe sound effect playing?
Oh,
Oh, please somebody put that audio over a piece of Mario porn. I know it exists. It's gotta. Again, I got a weird energy right now. Sip my coffee. So anyway, you start walking with him, and as you are going with him, he's like, let me fill you in on my plan. Meanwhile, we cut to the Danger Squad, who are flying over the city, you know, as you fly by, like I'm imagining, like, we have, like, a shot from ground, or hang on, we start with a shot from ground level of just the streets, and then the camera pans up to the giant crab. I, Aqualor, will defeat you! And then, poof, gets punched by the giant fucking Red King mech, sending it flying back. The flamingo fucking looks over, as it's about to crush him, and he teleports and it lands down and he lands on top. You almost hit me! You're fine though! And then we see overhead, little bit of fuzziness move through the sky as the cloaked air carrier flies overhead. And then we cut inside of it as you guys are inside. And Daisy is like showing like 3D maps of the skyscraper.
He's loading up with his loadout for sure.
Now, the entry into the facility should be easy enough. They, because they're in a major city, they didn't plan heavy security like they did with the tower in the war zones. we will be able to enter straight from the top level, dropping into Percy's personal apartment, and from there, we can proceed down 2 floors to the radio control center. To the satellite control center, and it will be able to beam the information all across the world. Every a device wired into Cerulean network, I'll be able to connect to and release the information we've gathered.
How many guards are we looking on station?
When we drop into the apartment, his apartment, nothing. Since it's the top of a skyscraper, he was always confident that there would be no need for security to be remaining within it. When we take the elevator down to the satellite array, there'll be a small handful of soldiers equipped with Cerulean Industries experimental phaser guns. But they should be no match for your armor, as well as the abilities of the rest of our team.
Alrighty.
We should definitely take Dr. I don't have the name in front of me right now, to make sure he doesn't do anything unexpected aboard the airship.
Alrighty. I'm gonna set... He points towards Bert to watch him.
Alright, like tell Bert to watch the guy, and
Yeah.
he goes over, undoes the cuff, and just slings the guy over his shoulder. And with that, you guys like form your rough plan, land on the roof, like they basically just climb in through his sunroof. You all shuffle into the elevator together and hit the button, just the awkward sight of all of you crammed into the elevator together.
It's gonna be playing some awful elevator music.
Which, when I'm playing Fallout 4 with multiple companion mods, my favorite part is always the elevators. Because, I always love scenes of groups of weird people in an elevator. Because right now we have an emaciated vampire with, long hair and a long beard. We have a dude in full power armor out, kitted to the nines with guns. A guy with a little pair of, leg enhancers with... I should mention that Vendetta is always wearing, a wife-beater shirt and cargo pants.
Oh, I thought he was out with more of a black suit.
It's a black wife-beater, I should say. Like a black wife-beater, black cargo pants, and a black bandana, or a black headband. And he's wielding two fucking Uzis. We have, the alien with a scientist slung over his shoulder, the James Bond figure in full suit, and the old evil scientist with the golden hand wearing a lab coat. And you're all just crammed in this elevator together. And
No, go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking, I bet, somebody's in the elevator, so, for grocery shopping, I was wondering.
Yeah. God. Yeah, you go down, it's Vendetta's like, when all this is done, I want us to get some snack cakes. It's been too long. And then the alien, agree.
Alright, we can make a stop towards Market Basket at some point and pick up some
not Market Basket, Bizarre Pot.
Bizarre Pot, yes, my bad.
It's an Indian fast food chain that got really big.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an Indian verse equivalent.
I'm making jokes. I avoid using I probably could get away with using real life brands, but I've always loved it in fiction when they use fake made up brands.
Yeah.
So
Basket Mart.
Basket Mart. The elevator stops and you guys step forward down the hall, and Carbide is projecting onto your heads-up display directions. And right now there's no security as you make your way through the hall, and then you step through the door into a dimly lit room. And as you do, we cut back to Ben, who is with Percy. I'm sure you already
Oh
know
my
the whole the.
Brian's cutting out for me. Is he cutting out for you too, Greg, or is it just me?
No, he's cutting out for me a
Oh.
little bit.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Can you
my
repeat what you said?
OBS showed my connection getting a little sketchy too. As you enter a dark room down the hall, we cut to Ben, the Cerulean Knight, who is walking with Percy.
I refuse to take that name. But yeah.
It's the name that it's the name Carbide says you should give to him when he asks, which he would have asked while you were walking. But he's like, I'm sure you're already fully filled in on what the plan of today was. So what exactly goes wrong?
You're going to trip.
I'm going to trip?
You're going to trip, and it makes everything bad.
And I sent a time-traveling cyborg back in time to warn me not to trip?
Listen, it's a really, really bad injury, and it foils your whole plan. Like, I'm talking, like, painful.
And that prevents me from capturing the Danger Squad.
Yes, that.
Huh. Well, make sure I don't trip then. He sort of stops and...
Can I tap, like, the back of my motorcycle? Just, like, have him sit on it so he can't trip?
He sits on it and you wheel him along in the motorcycle. I love it.
Yes.
And as he's going, a little holographic projection appears in front of him of a rabbit girl. The Danger Squad is in position, sir. Excellent. Let's get up there fast. And he goes into the elevator and rides it up. Over a month or months of planning to come to fruition now. He smiles. Such a squad of soldiers walking into it, and an alien, and you know, I'm not going to describe them all. But you know, you see the Danger Squad walking into a dark room. Do you want to do the honors? And he motions over to a big red button. No, sorry, a big blue button.
Oh my god, it's so bad right now.
Yeah, it's really doing like some cutting.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
no.
rough, man.
Why?
I think your room is downloading the big prawn today.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yep, I think he's actually
Hey,
dead.
hang on, can you hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Kind
Yeah.
of, now.
Yeah, kind of.
Where did I start cutting out?
Well, you described what's in the room?
Okay, it's a big empty dark room. The camera's feeds have like dark vision. And you can see the Danger Squad is basically just walks into the room. And Cerulean motions to a big blue button and says, he says, would you do the honors?
Okay. I'm gonna roll him up with the motorcycle, like block him up, and then
Yeah. And then you're gonna hit the blue button. As you
Yes.
hit it, the room you guys are in, Danger Squad, lights up, and all of a sudden the door behind you fucking a big metal plate drops down in front of it, and the light is like blindingly strong, and you see Dragul, was that his name?
Fuel Dragul, yeah.
Yeah, Dragul drops to his knees and he's like holding himself, just like, ah! And you see his skin like burning a little bit.
I think Killstreak is gonna randomly fire a couple shots.
They clink off the wall and like they start like ricocheting around, and everybody like throws their heads down. But I imagine you stay up and it finally hits your energy shield and just explodes on your armor.
Yep.
Danger Squad. And you see a big window, and you see the Percy Cyan stand up and look down. So easy. Thank you for bringing me all these wonderful test subjects, Killstreak.
What are you aiming at?
Do you know how much effort I've put in over these few months? And how perfectly you played the role of the pawn? And then Goldhand, I knew this seemed strange!
Killstreak is starting to puzzle in his head, and he starts realizing
You thought you could
this
just steal a piece of advanced military power armor that I designed and get away with it? And seriously, the first place you go to break into. Perfect. Walked right into a trap. I tell my security to skirt around and give you the perfect stealthing path to liberate Daisy from me. And as he says that, you see Daisy project next to him, sitting with like a sassy pose. She predicted all of it happening. It's fantastic having advanced AI on your side. And you see Carbide sort of or Ben, you see like Carbide looking over at Daisy like, what the fuck? You know?
She jealous.
Like her hologram invisible moving around and examining her hologram. Why does she look like something from why does she look like something from a Playman magazine?
I don't know. Maybe that's what he's into.
Once I had you under my control, it was easy enough to get you to sell you on the idea of your danger squad you were so eager to make, and get you to go out and capture every single person I've been tracking down. A legendary vampire of myth, whose blood could be the key to immortality and the ultimate pharmaceutical drug. A secret agent who contained dangerous information about what I had been working on, and his scientist lover to boot. We're not lovers. You see the evil scientist and the secret agent both blushing heavily.
Oh my god, the fanfictions! They're unfolding in front of me!
God, hero point.
Can I send a message to like the other Ben who's writing like, get this, I have an idea.
God, but it's like escape or words. An alien test subject liberated from Area 51 for me to examine, and as a bonus, the he says a scientist from words. A scientist who used to work with me and held dangerous secrets recaptured for my side, and as a bonus, an alien from Area 51 and an experimental aircraft parked right on my roof. And finally, 2 wanted war criminals, whose words nobody will believe once they've been convicted.
Killstreak is like fuming, like his rifle is shaking.
Yeah.
And all this.
You'd say it's shaking. You realize you can't make your armor move around you.
He's trying to let them know, like, I'm stuck.
And then you see Daisy appear in front of you. Oh, trying to talk with your friends? Sorry, comms are down, sweetheart. And he like sticks.
He's like trying to thrust around his armor.
Yeah. So eager to bring down the evils of the world that you you didn't even question a single order I gave you. You're a true soldier, you know that? And with that, and he's like, well...
hang on, wait. The tech wizard is talking too techy.
What?
Maybe it unshed itself? Try again?
Hello?
Hello.
Hmm.
It was such a monumental speech that the internet decided it can't be had.
Where did I cut out?
You're cutting out at like the big reveal of talking about the Danger Squad, the ultimate force up against the evils of the world.
Wait, like you guys heard Percy's whole entire end of it, right? And it was now Daisy taunting you, right?
Yes.
You heard her stick out her tongue and pull down her eyelid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she was like,
But after that, it was gone.
Yeah. She said, "Oh, so eager to fight the evils of the world that you didn't even question a single order I gave you. You really are a true soldier, you know that." And she warps back up next to him. Yeah, Percy's like, well. He looks over, he's like, are we past the moment I would have tripped?
Nah, you're still not out the water yet. Give it a few more minutes.
He nervously sits back, like steps backwards and sits on the motorcycle, like very cautiously mounts the motorcycle.
Actually, I need to make sure that there's like no loose cables around. Like, I'm gonna start walking around.
Yeah.
And like, as I do, I'd like to make a call.
Yeah. I was gonna say, as you're walking, Carbride's gonna be like, this doesn't seem very good. In most timelines, in every timeline that I perceive from in our native timeline, Killstreak became a great hero. He was able to fight, him and his Danger Squad helped fight off many great threat. Something in this timeline isn't right. We can't let him get captured. The fate of the world will rest in the Danger Squad eventually.
Alright.
Who do you want to try and call?
I was just gonna call Ruben to ask how much he wants me to fuck up Cerulean's day.
Yeah.
But I guess Carbide took the job of that.
Well, no, we can still do that. You, like, pull up the little smartwatch you have and, like, tap on it for a moment. And, like, you know, the ring goes and it's like, a little busy here. My crabblings will devour you.
Sorry, I'll try and keep it short. So it turns out Cerulean's really doing some bad stuff, you know?
Oh,
I
you
mean, that's
don't
not a big
say!
I just wanted to know how I think I've got some info, but like, how badly do you want me to, like, do you want me to, like, harm him, harm his plans? Like, how, I can't just come home with the info, but I think that's a bad, like...
Just use your better judgment. Hang on. Use Carbide's better judgment, okay?
Understood.
Yeah, I designed her after all, and then...
I'm gonna try and have Hot Rod buckle like a horse and huck Percy across the room to make him trip.
He's not expecting it, so you're easily able to throw him across the room. Carbide, she's like, oh, look at the control, or let me look at the control scheme. I'll try and find buttons to set them free. And she starts like floating along, scanning it. What are you doing? And he starts like, get up. He looks over, he's like, oh, whoa. Ooh,
sorry, malfunction.
Malfunction? My tech does have a tendency to mess up. He starts to stand up. Well, so long as I don't actually trip and hit the button to set them free, he says as he motions to the button. And Carbide's like, oh, perfect. And she motions for you to go to it. By the way, you're currently in a room with 3 guards and Percy.
Alright. Yeah, do I get bonus points if I have Hot Rod once again whoosh whoosh and just have him faceplant into the button?
Oh my god, you're gonna make him hit. And so I'm gonna say, we're now officially entering turn-based sequencing, and we're gonna go ahead and say, you can spend a minor action to make your motorcycle do any kind of major action. We should really make a card for your motorcycle.
True.
There you go.
God damn it, another card.
Its basic abilities is that it can, it is remote controlled and will follow actions you give it using minor actions. Using this, you can have the motorcycle perform a major action. So you can expend your minor action to have it do major actions. So, you send your motorcycle flying through and it, like, leaps in the air and, like, with its back wheel, hits the button, like, hits the series of buttons that set everyone free before landing back down near you. I imagine a cool skid so that you can jump onto it.
Oh, I imagined it just... okay.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
No, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
No, I wanna hear your end.
I wanted to shove Percy into it. I just wanted to, like, have him hit it.
Oh, you wanted to pick up Percy and throw him into it?
No, well, I wanted to have Hot Rod skid it, like, against him and have him trip into it.
Okay. Well, he was bucked backwards toward the back of the room. I think a funner way of it is that it drives towards him, scoops under him, and then bucks again to throw him at the buttons.
Sure.
So, I'm gonna say that one will need a roll, but Percy is not very physically fit, so...
I huck.
Percy is very much the man in the chair kind of villain. He never does shit himself. 2 successes on his end.
I think I only got 1. Yeah.
I mean, there's always hero points.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend some. How many do you need?
That was the crit thing. Gain a success 3 SP. You easily have enough, though.
I can get rid of those that I don't like. I don't like the see-through ones.
So, you buck him off, he hits the button, and what happens is the series of buttons he hits causes the door behind Killstreak and or the Danger Squad to unlock, the window in front of them to just prop open, the lights that seemed to be burning, Dragul go away, and you feel your armor unlock, Killstreak.
He's like breathing heavily as if, you know, he's like exhausted after thrusting himself in the armor. And I feel like also too, armor locking in the first place would strain a lot on your joints. So I feel like he's putting in some puffs and he's like, Danger Squad, attack.
Oh god, hang on. So hang on. I just realized we got to take into account you've got an entire fucking team. So here's your major actions. This is Dragul. This is the alien.
Bert.
Vendetta. What was the secret agent's name?
Agent 01.
Yeah, Agent 01.
Yeah, we never. I don't think we ever really said his real name.
And
So-
Gold Hand. We should color code some of these. So hang on. Let's.
X Silverhand.
What?
X Silverhand.
Wait, what's his name?
My little nickname for him.
Oh wait, his name was Silverhand, not Goldhand. Right. That's me forgetting my own characters' names.
Oh, it's all right.
Come on. I need a slightly more orangey. I'm just color coding these so we can tell who they all belong to.
Of course. I'm assuming the red one is belonging to Fuel since he's a vamp.
Nope, that's Vendetta.
That's Vendetta.
Vendetta's color is red. The purple is Vamp. Is the Vamp boy.
Oh yes. It's Morbin time.
Morbin time. Am I missing
what did you
anyone?
say the blue one was?
The alien.
Bert.
Bert the alien. This is Vendetta. The vampire's name is Dragul.
Oops.
And then it's Agent 01. Hang on. This is his name's Silverhand, not Goldhand. My bad. So I should make him gray.
Oops.
There we go. Am I missing anybody?
No. Well, I mean,
Nailed
there's
it.
a scientist, but I mean, he's with Bert.
Yeah, he's not gonna follow commands. I'm gonna sippy sip my coffee. Mm. I'm gonna put my silver hand in you. Alright,
I'm gonna put a silver hand.
Arm, you already used your minor action. You guys all still have actions, and you have full command over the Danger Squad kill streak.
Beautiful.
Well, first, I feel like Drag would go first since he's especially pissed since it's light.
So, he, in a puff of, like, smoky clouds, sort of, like, he teleports in a much similar manner to you, Ben, in that, like, he's, like, not so much teleporting as much as warping forward to positions, leaving a smoky trail behind him. He's sort of like, or hang on, that would be minor action. Do you want to give a specific command to him, Killstreak? So, currently
I feel like we'd be targeting, like...
You have 3 guards up in the back room, and the Cerulean Industries guy. Percy. That's the word.
So Drag is focusing a lot of his frustration out on the guards. I feel like he'd be using all sorts of fucked up magic on them.
So, he uses minor action to warp up. I should make some... But up. 4, 5, and he's basically gonna warp up and boop, attack one of the... Actually, hold on. Dragul has 2 major actions, because he's scary and badass like that.
What's up?
Dragul has 2 major actions, not just 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's gonna try and attack one of the guards. Danger Squad's a very scary.
Yep.
Oh. I just said that,
Yeah, your internet has not been this bad in so long, holy shit.
yeah, I wonder what's going on.
It's going.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you, yes.
Okay. I said Dragul actually has 2 major actions, not just 1. So I'm rolling for him to attack the guards. So he's gonna attack 2 guards with his 2 major actions.
Yes.